to the table with somewhat of a hostile faces. Our new leader demonstrated to be a very good mediator and diplomat there. But we can say that he is, of a Quranic foundation himself. Him and Muhammadu Gambia were very close. They worked together on a lot of projects. He does have a lot of critics. One being that he had so many wives over a long period of time, and even claiming that he has more than his fair share. We can also say that he was at one time an educator. He was just teaching the Quran. He's also an author of 4 published, self-published books on self-improvement or self-empowerment. He's also been a very clear advocate for the Brothers Incorporated Brothers and establishing the various elements of the force, or I should say the fortresses of the business mind and the common fortresses of industrializations which we know today. He has not released any statement yet, as of yet, because again, the volatility as well as the lack of, again, soothiness in the matter indicates that he wants to take his time and reveal what the entire plan and the entire project is, what the executive decrees from Muhammadu Gambia will be carried over. So I think that there is enough, there's enough work to be done by all elements involved. So I think that that will sum it up. We are in New York, because of the various tours and missions that we have to plan and to have followed up. And the various components of state that we're here to oversee. It is 2023. We know that the declaration of the Quranic Revolution was in 2021. In 2022, it was made clear that this Quranic Revolution was forever, and in 2023 was asserted to be upcoming. And here we are. It's no longer asserted upcoming. It's the Quranic Revolution 2023. So I feel that, in all regards, there are adequate amount of information or adequate amount of resources to properly give the necessary routes of actions to the Republic of the Shahadatu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Definitely thinking and seeing the importance over a course of only 2 years that many members have come into the fray only by pure understanding that yes, this Quranic revolution is here for everyone. Islam believes in equality for everyone. It does not matter if you are Muslim or non-Muslim, you have rights. Things in which were declared from the very beginning. Number 1 was authority. Number 2 was the sadaqah. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the sadaqah is not being properly administrated. Number 3, obviously, had to do with the educational component of it. We also right there. And then the social aspect of it, where you have racism and discrimination and all these lack of understandings. Even, as you mentioned, the LGBTQ community, no one really understands. And majority of children are just joining out of sorrow. We're sorry that these people are being, tabooed this way. Now we are also LGBTQ. So that's why, the various programs we have, and one that just came up today, not the jizya program, but we're talking about the Quranic gay program. So that is definitely, something that is open to everybody to understand that the LGBTQ community is not in itself or by itself and on itself is adequate for anyone to think one thing about them. But if you know the history that the Quran says and why it is there, and you know the entire circumstances, then of course you would not want to indulge. But gay itself is to be happy. And the brotherhood in Islam, the sibling loving and caring in Islam that the Iblisi forces have tainted, as well as the military sciences, which Islam states, the Madani period being a military period, taking all of that out, to where again one of the attaches says that the Muslim people or the Muslim males in the Kuwait, isn't it Kuwait? In the Kuwait, they're not able to display, their masculinity properly. They're switching, they wear jewelry and they have to get their nails done and these type of things. All because of the military component has been taken out. The Sunnah involves the military component. So when you think about it and you look at the Muhammad Gambia and everything that, Rahimahullah was able to place there, and you see that he has the military side, he disclosed this LGBTQ, he addressed that. You also see that things that were mentioned pertaining the declaration of the revolution, the hostilities that followed, leading into the TMOA situation, the fray. And of course, where, earlier on, even the Christians were asked, why do you want to use Jesus Christ as a model of him being crucified and he's up there without any clothes on, Also, it was there. Why do you follow the Old Testament when the Old Testament is what gave the Jewish people, the Yahud, the right to conspire against Jesus Christ? So why do you have to follow that one, And why are you closer to that one instead of being closer to the Quran? Now the Yahud themselves, they know within their own Old Testament that this is definitely, the Quran substantiating what is correct and refuting everything that is false. So they don't stand a chance. But the fact that people want to continue to be diluted and misrepresented and, lied to, they choose to do that, then, the Old and the New Testament is combined into as a Bible. So all of these things were addressed. But right now, as we are moving forward with the commercial industrializational planning, with the financial component involved there, and all the other projects that we mentioned earlier, I think that, just a matter of time, because the message is clear. And this is our only job anyway, to be in service of Allah and to convey the message of the Shahadatu Allah ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. But I think that the last thing I want to mention, and I want to get it out there because a lot of people are misrepresenting the Badrin Qasida, the Qasida of Badrin. For those we love by yours truly. It's 10 pages at this time. And people tend to believe that this is a Shaykh Ahmad Bamba Qasida. This is not a Shaykh Ahmad Bamba Qasida. Yes, we are chanting it similar to how his Qasidas are chanted. However, it is not something in which I understand he wrote. Yes, we are using his thing there, a lot of training that we got from the Shaykh Ahmad Bamba Brigade itself, from Badrin, but this Qasida is not his Qasida. We don't want for anybody to misunderstand the situation on that. Murids are saying that it's Shaykh Ahmad Bamba's Qasida. They're saying it's Asma'ul Abad Kiram, it is Asma'ul Tahleel, it is Ahbab to whatever. No, it is not. This is Badrin for those we truly love by yours truly. And anyone who actually understands Arabic and knows what is being looked for, those that we truly love are these companions, the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam, the angels, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. These are the ones that we love totally. Yes. So I think that I just wanted to make it very clear that, when we come together with the right intention, for the right purpose, then there is no stopping, the true believer, because the true believer works for the akhirah. The true believer believes what Allah Jalla Jalaluhu says with absolute certainty. That when you work for the akhirah, I will give you dunya and the akhirah. It's that simple, So this is, I think, yes. So I want to thank everybody for coming. I think everybody needs to, really be on their way. We cannot take any more questions. We want to, thank all of those who came to ask their questions and to get them answered and to be part of the corps, the press corps. We want to, give our best regards to all of those who are looking forward, to being part of the Quranic Revolution, Declaration 2021, 2022 forever, in 2023, as we said, it is here. So I think that is, yes, you have one more question?
No,
yes.
I'd just like to, thank all of the listeners and thank you for your time, for explaining about the Quranic revolution, the roots, the intention, the history, and the intent going forward. And I think it's very good initiative and good information to put out there for individuals that are on that path. I'd like to thank Brother Tifi for being here as the moderator, and that's everything.
Thank you for having us, and thank you for receiving the information that you received it, and for your response. We greatly, welcome any members or any, bystanders, we should say, who are interested in knowing about what the cause of it is, and the Jannatul Firdaus in which we are destined for. This is all we have. It's very simple, and we thank everyone. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.